Hello and welcome back to Frankie Off-Grid. We are Carissa and Iwan, originally from North Wales in the UK. We moved to central Portugal in 2020 and have been building an off-grid homestead with zero previous experience. We recently started building ourselves a cabin from pallets, and this week we've been working on adding the insulation to the walls. Good afternoon from me and Diogo. Boa tarde. It's actually cool enough this evening for once so that we feel like we can get some work done. Normally it's just watering the garden and recovering from the heat of the day. Oh, thank you. But now we're gonna get to working on the cabin walls. We did get up early this morning and put these two insulation boards on first with some expandable glue that we had. We weren't sure it was going to work, so we put these up and it's feeling really solid. So we're going to continue with that. Yeah, it's really exciting to be working on the cabin. So let's go. Right then, have you got a screw for marking? There is a fire about 20 kilometers away, so there's a lot of fire planes.
9 of them.
Looks like a big one. Hope they get it out before it gets dark. Just marking on the boards where the cross parts of the pallets are that we're putting the glue on. We're doing it in 3 sections because it's just to kind of hold it in place, and then we're going to put OSB on top and screw through so it will all get screwed on, but this is just an extra measure.
Alright then, fingers crossed this works. Oh, that's a yes. So the whole, no.
No.
Just this bit.
There's a bit, yeah. No. So I reckon if I just kind of hold it and then you focus on getting it in.
So I think the best way from this morning, hopefully if learning has taken place correctly, is we tip it top end in. So slightly diagonal, top right. Get that in and then
work your way down.
Wiggle down. It's really quite fragile.
The boards?
Yeah, so like look how much just by punching it.
Oh yeah.
So you can't use a hammer or anything.
Yeah. Okay, that looks like it's going in.
Does it?
Yep, perfect. So can you push it up a little bit?
Looks good, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Should I get the Hoover? It's gonna.
It's not a bad shout.
Had a really good tip last week from one of you guys when my goggles kept steaming up, was to rub a bit of oil or something, or like soap could work as well on them. Should help, so put a bit of olive oil on, hopefully that will help. It smells nice like olive oil too. Oh, probably shouldn't sit on that then.
No.
More or less.
Huh?
More or less, right?
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Afraid doing this without gloves.
Yeah, keep it going. Watch your head if you stand up because this camp's right above you. We're going to stop for dinner. It's about 8 o'clock. We've been eating so late because it's so warm, so this is actually quite an early dinner for us. But because it's much cooler this evening, I feel like eating a little bit earlier. We have leftover turkey from last night and some homegrown potatoes, and I'm going to go collect some greens from the garden. We've been eating the sweet potato leaves. They're really delicious. We cook them like spinach. So I'll take you to come collect some with me. This is all full of sweet potatoes too, so hopefully we'll get a good crop of sweet potatoes this year. I'm going to try and sporadically take the leaves so that they've still got energy for growing the tubers. Where have you been? You're crazy. You're crazy. That was a sloppy custard. I hope you've not been eating anything gross. I can't wait for it to cool down because I'm not getting much of a chance to spend in the garden. I literally just water it. Just try and keep it alive and then collect a few things from it, and it's getting really wild and I just want to come and hang out in it, but it's too hot. But not long left. August is nearly over. So I'm just going to take these, give them a wash, and then stick them in a pan with some olive oil and cook them down a bit, and they'll be delicious. Gotta take a snack for the road. They're starting to split. Oh, there's a big courgette. We've not had many courgettes. Oh my gosh. But I think our luck is about to change. There's loads in here. I've literally had one courgette so far this year. Haha. I've to stick the leaves in my pocket. Don't ever come to the garden without a basket. You never know what you're going to find. So we've got one here, and then this big one. I'm going to see if these scissors, yep, they work. And then there's another little one here, and then there's one on the plant behind us. There's an onion I need to come harvest under here. Oh, well done, courgette. Not been able to do a cloud time lapse for a month, so enjoy. Got my courgette.
Good morning, everybody. How's it going? So, next day, and as you can see, it's really cloudy. And the temperature's probably dropped by 10 degrees? 10 degrees, if not more. I think we're like early 20s. It's amazing. So we're going to try and get as much of this done today as we possibly can, because we won't get another day of these temperatures for another month. So, we go hard. So we managed to get 4 panels on yesterday with the glue. It wasn't as easy as you would have wanted it to be, but I guess we weren't expecting it to be easy anyway. Nick did suggest, when I spoke to him, to try using screws and washers, like so. These are the best washers we could find. So I think we'll finish this wall with screws and see how we get on, and then we'll decide which one's the easiest and most efficient, and then go from there. And I guess we cut 2.
Yeah.
Because in theory this could move quickly. Nice and solid anyway.
Good news.
More?
If you can. You know, we think there's a gap.
Yeah.
The roof's a bit sloped, so I wonder if at the back it's hitting it, and then you can just see the gap.
I don't know.
No.
Oh no, it's upside down. I almost want to leave it like that because it was so easy. So yeah, the kind of techers is you want to kind of slide it a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And then just in. So yeah, probably up and down. Yeah. And then just your biggest push up. Yeah. That's good because that's where it's been punched in. Like.
Yeah. Well, it's easier doing that without the stress of the glue.
Yeah. Much.
You could almost put them all on and then just go beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep. That's the noise of a drill, in case you were wondering.
So, don't tell him, but Nick's advice was good advice.
Yeah. Nick said we should use screws. We wanted to just experiment with the glue.
Well, the glue, if it was easy and not stressful, would have been quite a lot cheaper.
Yes.
But
and because we put in the OSB, we thought the less screws to go in. But yeah, the wisdom of Uncle Nick. It's good to experiment and try things. Know for yourself.
I guess we just do the corners, eh? And then in the middle.
Yeah. Don't know.
It's easy.
Well, it's because you've not got the glue now as well,
Yeah.
holding it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shame we have to cut them, otherwise we'd be
Yeah.
up in no time.
Do you want to do screws and I'll get more boards?
Yeah, good idea.
wish I'd known about this using the spirit level as a track when we were doing the old cabin.
Yeah. There were many things I wish we knew.
Yeah. Exterior insulation being one.
Yes.
Tap in the touch. Good. Moment of truth on this is how close to the edge is it? Nice.
It's like
Insulation
perfect.
pro.
It's literally perfect.
Excellent. Learning to take place. Nice. Right then, one wall done. Quite good progress. It's all before breakfast, so we've just had some breakfast and a coffee, and now we're going to get cracking on possibly the second most difficult wall. It's only more difficult because it's higher up, so it's going to be a bit more involved with regard to putting it up. One kind of issue we've got on this one is the overlaps of the insulation across the walls, so we're going to have a little bit that we're going to have to add on. But yeah, so far, I have to say that the screw method is a lot less stressful because of the glue and the expanding glue, which is pretty crazy stuff. So the idea with in front of here is what we're going to do is where this deck is, the bottom layer of pallets, we're going to bring them out by another set of pallets, so another 1.20 m raised, and then build effectively like a pergola terrace in front of it, which we'll then put solar panels on, and this thing will have its own like isolated little electricity system.
By the way, me and Iwan both have Frankie Off Grid t-shirts on today that are linked in our description if you want to join us. Bon dia, bon dia. You should get one that says boa tarde.
Yeah, yeah.
So if
Yeah, I think if you come around that way, yeah.
Look at the clouds. Are they
Ooh,
summoning? Might
looks
rain.
like the mammatus cloud. Mammatus. Mammatus? How do you say that, guys? Not that you can tell me, because you can only write it down. Yeah, they are a sign of thunderstorms, yeah.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Wait, 1 second. Okay, so, yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Go away, son.
It's all going so well. Well,
Down.
2 walls done.
Oh, exciting. It has been a hot day. It's just about starting to cool down a bit now. Last video, I think it was last video, I shared with you that we are finally able to drink our well water due to the filters and everything that we've set up. And the way we found out we could test our well water is by taking it to a lab in the city in Castelo Branco to test the components of the water to check that it's drinkable. And the first test we did was an overall test to test for everything, and that cost us about €120. That tested for heavy metals and bacteria and just loads of different things. I'll put up a screen grab of the test results. And then when we saw that there was a bacteria that we needed to fix in that, we then had to take the second sample directly from the tap just to check for bacteria, and that cost just over €40. So it's not cheap to test the water. So I was really happy when this company called Kactoily, I think I'm saying it correctly, reached out and asked if we wanted to work with them, and they would send us their 6-in-1 water quality tester. And I'm really excited to try this out and test lots of our different waters, because that's the other thing, is we were only able to test one sample without it costing a fortune, so I'm going to be testing everything. So I thought I would show you guys this and all the waters that I'm going to test. So it just looks like this, and it runs off 2 AAA batteries. These are AAAs, aren't they? Yeah. So they just slide in, and then I just need to calibrate it with a known water source that is completely pure. So we have got some distilled water, so I'm going to do that first. So I just take off the bottom here, and it has these different sensors in the bottom. So let's turn it on. There's 2 buttons, and then you hold down this M in the water to do the calibrating. Okay, so I've calibrated it to the distilled water, and you can see it's showing that it is excellent. Okay, next I want to collect some directly from the well, because it comes through 2 filters through the pump. I'm going to have to try and just see if I can collect some. The well water is really low now, and there is a wasp's nest here, and they're not very happy with me. I did get stung the other day. Sorry guys, please don't sting me. Is this going to be long enough? Nope. I've got more strings in my pocket. Okay, we're in. Is this going to work? We have a very small amount. Let's see how little a sample I can use. I think I might need to go and try and get some more. It does have a minimum level mark, so I need to make sure it gets to there. Okay, one more throw in and I should be good. Seem to have intrigued Albi. Joao's trying to catch my string. Okay, let's try from here. Yes, much better. Okay, let's see what it says about the well water. So you just Hold in and press M. It says average. That's the reading directly from the well. So it's not terrible, but you probably wouldn't want to drink it. Next, I'm going to test from our outside tap that goes through 2 filters. And so this is 2 filters. That is saying excellent, which is very good news. So those filters are doing a pretty good job of getting rid of everything. Next, I'm going to do from our kitchen tap. I'm actually impressed that this water is so good, just going through the 2 filters. This one goes through 3 additional filters and a UV filter, so this is the water we do drink. So that is 99. Excellent. So that's good news that the water we're drinking is the best one. I really want to find something that's not good to drink. Maybe we try one of the other wells. Okay, this is the well next to the veggie garden that we have done nothing to, not cleaned it, and there's definitely frogs living in here and a snake and lots of pondweed and a bit of algae, so lovely. Let's see what it says about this algae filled water. Oh yeah, this is poor. Doesn't want us to drink this water. Very interesting. That was fun. So that's really cool to see, and it's nice that we can kind of keep an eye on our water quality. You know, we can check it each month now and just make sure that all the filters are working. And I'm going to be testing everything. We've got a 3rd well as well. I'm going to go test that because we don't use that one at all and it's very full of life. But yeah, there's a discount code for you guys in the description below if you would like to get one. I got curious and wanted to come and see how our other well is doing. The water level hasn't dropped too much in this one, but you can see it has a lot of life in it. So you don't need to understand all the complicated elements of what and how it's measuring the water quality. You can just dip it in and it'll tell you, and it's super handy. Like if you were just out up a mountain or something, wanted to test the stream water, you can do that, and then it just indicates what it measures the water to be. Still got some pondweed on this, but yeah, this is what the probes look like. But yeah, I have tried to understand because I've been working with the water for so long now that I'm getting kind of interested in what all these different things mean and how they're actually testing the water. I did take some notes on my phone, and I thought in case any of you guys were interested too, that I would share about that. So the COD is the chemical oxygen demand. That shows if there's any oxidizable pollutants in the water, so you want that to be a low score. The other thing is the TOC, which is the total organic compounds. Some of those are good in the water. You will always have some, unless I think like the distilled water probably wouldn't have any, but you want that to be as low as possible. Next is the TDS score, which is the total dissolved solids. We have that measure on our tap as well, and that just shows that there are some salts or minerals or metals in the water. Again, you want some minerals in the water are really good, but you want that to be a really low reading as well. The ultraviolet absorption shows how much light is available in the water, so the more polluted the water, the lower the UV absorption will be, because the less light that can get through. That's what you saw on the well water that had all the algae in. It shows that the water's not clear. Electrical conductivity, the EC value, that tests for heavy metals. So if there's a higher electrical conductivity that can indicate that there's heavy metals in the water. I think it's really cool. I've gotten a bit carried away because I've got really excited about testing water, so there you go. That's my nerdy side. Thank you so much to Kactoily for working with us, for sponsoring this video and sending us this really cool tool that I am going to go test everything with. And is hopefully going to save us some money from water testing in the future.
Boa tarde, everyone. So, we've had the afternoon. Well, what time is it?
It's
4, 5?
5. We've survived another August day. That's what it feels like in summer.
Yeah.
We made it through.
Well, breeze has come out again, the cloud cover's come back. So, we're going to get cracking and try and get this finished today. Just the 6 of them and the bits, which is so annoying. Not quite as
Smooth.
smooth, but doesn't really matter. It's never going to be visible. Although
And last but not least,
it's any luck. This looks longer than my head.
should be exactly the same as the other
It
side.
doesn't look like it here.
Oh wow. How's that?
We're just going to have to go straight up like that, aren't we?
mind. She's so blue. It's a bit overlappy. Yes. Oi.
It's going into something. Top.
Much top.
Right, so we're hoping for a normal one.
As in not needing to cut it?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's tongue on the bottom there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You can do the last board, you're going to do the
We've got
tops.
one more to do down there.
Why?
I guess let's do the tops now.